Hello and welcome back to HomeGrown Ministries HomeGrown Series brought to you by the Household of Faith. Okay, so of course, once you start, it's hard to stop. So I think that was from a Chaka Khan song. Yeah, I'm dating myself. But anyway, so this is Thai and sweet basil. If you don't use Thai basil, you're missing a wonderful, wonderful treat. It's not the same. It doesn't smell the same, taste the same, or anything as the sweet basil. Now, for this, I'm doing this a little differently. I'm mixing up some of the other soil. I've already put in the baker's cup. And you know what? I forget about the fact that some of you may have never seen it. I just get these from the Dollar Tree. Best price, honestly. Regular coffee filters. If I were going to put something in a pot this size, I would use these. See how that works? Or even this size. See how that works? It will even go up another size pot. This helps to keep the dirt in the pot. It's not 100%, but it does work. Did not pause, so they had to go and get a spoon. Okay. To All right, and what I'm going to go ahead and do here is I need to get this dirt a little wet. So I'm going to go ahead and water that dirt in all the way. And while we're letting that soak, I want to show you the difference. Now, this is Thai basil. Smells amazing. It's basil. I I use this for not for I don't like Thai food, so I don't use it for that, but I do use it when I'm cooking Asian food. It works better. Smells great. Okay? And this is the sweet basil, the Genovese. And it had started to flower when I cut it off to pot it. So I just pinch off those flowers. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and pinch off the big older leaves. I'm sure there's something in the house I can go. Look at those leaves. Basil roots really nicely, pretty easily, as you can see. I'm going to put these in here together because I want to. All right. Now, when I have long roots like that, I don't really worry so much about them going down as far. I kind of lay them to the side, just like that. Instead of put them in like that deep, I put them to the side, and I'm not sure if you can really see that in there. I think you can. Sun's in my eyes, my face, so, and this is the main reason why I like to wet the dirt first. Some I do, not all of them though. Some of them I don't wet the dirt up. But for these, because they are so long, I will. All right, and then we're just gonna spoon in some more dirt, pack it around the back of it to help it stand a little bit better on its own. Oh, for heaven's sake. Yeah, this will. This is a refill pot, so it doesn't have a filter in it, but trust me, if I'm not going to use it, I'm going to have to. It's got a split in it, but that never stopped me before. Okay, here we go. Pack those in. Now, some plants need some support. These really do not, at this point, require any support. All right, there we go. So, now comes the Alaska. fertilizer. Same, here we go. It's going from a completely watered environment. This is the Alaska fertilizer that I use. It's very basic and it's just a boost. I learned this from another gardening channel. I cannot remember the guy's name, but he lives in South Carolina and he's in the same zone, growing zone that I am here in Texas. All right. So by the way, I'm in growing zone 8A. Your zone does make a difference, but it's going to be 105 plus the humidity and heat index is probably going to bring it up close to between 110, 117 today. So getting this done as early as possible, and it's 10 o'clock now, so it's already good and hot. This is done. It's ready to go, and what I like to do is to put it in a shadier spot for a few days to get it acclimated. Now, most of the basils I'm going to be giving away at uh, the plant swap next Saturday. So, because we have them once a month. All right, so we're done, and I have uppotted or repotted or potted from rooted clippings several plants today. But today, right now in this video, this is the sweet and the Thai basil. They're going to grow in here together. As you can see, you can definitely tell the difference between them. There's no mixing them up. As they grow, these leaves really do not get any bigger. These leaves will get enormous. These leaves really don't get much bigger than they are. You probably never find a Thai basil leaf bigger than this. All right. So, with that being said, this is food. This is an herb. They're both this in the basil family, and there's so many different varieties of basil. We won't go into that right now, but I primarily grow these two. I have some chocolate basil, which they say technically does not exist. Okay, that's possible, but um, I do have some lemon basil growing, and I would just like to bring that over if you can hold on just a moment. Okay, here is the lemon basil. Doesn't look like either one of them. Looks a little bit more like this, but look at the leaves. The leaves are all have the same shape, but different. It looks more like the Thai than it does the Genovese. But it is lemon basil. It has the most fragrant lemon smell to it. This I grew in my hydroponics unit, my Muska hydroponic. And I finally transplanted it, and it's been outside for about a week. I had it in an area where it was getting a little too much sun, but we're going to talk about that later. I just wanted to show you three different kinds of basil and focusing on these two that I just transplanted. If you eat basil, you should grow it. Let me just be honest. You can buy the basil plants in the grocery store. That's the first one I ever bought. Was one I bought right out of a Kroger, and it did wonderful. They, if you take care of them, basil will grow. They're not impossible to kill, but they are very hard to kill, and they will literally grow into a tree if you let them. All right. So God bless you. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Please, like I said, uh, I want to try and remember to say this in all of the videos. We have a gardening group on Facebook, End Time Urban Gardeners, help, tips, advice. The link is in the comment section below. It's a permanent link. Anything I can think of that I forgot to tell you guys about, I will put in the comments also. Let me encourage you. to start growing your own food if you're not already. There are millions of people here in America and around the world who grow their own food. And there are a lot of different reasons why. Basic, simple stuff is becoming very expensive. And there's a whole lot of things that you can do with basil when you harvest. I tend to just come out, clip mine, and as I go, and propagate more as I feel like I need them. And from my perspective, you can't ever have too much basil. Basil is an essential part of your garden because it does help to protect other plants from pests. They're not too prone to pests. I mean, you get some aphids and different things on them, but they like whatever. They still grow, but uh, they can decimate other plants. So just remember that the first rule is grow what you like. If you don't like it, why grow it? I'm be honest. But if somebody else is growing something that you like and they can't grow something else that you can grow, okay, that's a good deal because you can swap. You can swap the fruits and reap the benefits of it. And you can share tips with one another so each of you can grow. That's the only time I grow something is if I can. Honestly, it's not the only time, but it's for the most part where I would grow something that I don't want, that I'm not going to use. To me, that's wasteful. All right? So God bless. Have a wonderful day. Happy gardening.